everyone. My name is Jacqueline, and I'm from the MakeCode team, and I'm here with
Cyan and Sage.
And we're here with another episode of MakeCode in the Kitchen, where every Friday afternoon we come to you from our kitchen with a making and a coding activity that you can do with your kids at home while everyone's stuck kind of quarantined at home due to the coronavirus. So kids, what did we make last week? Do you guys remember?
Games on arcade.
That's right. So we made MakeCode arcade games. What were your games about? Do you guys remember?
Outer space.
You made an outer space game with like donuts, right?
Donuts and asteroids and pigs.
So Cyan made a game where you had to like move your spaceship up and down and then shoot arrows at the meteors and eat the donuts. And Sage, you want to tell people what game you made?
I made a game where I have to avoid the asteroids and get at least 3 flying saucers.
Yeah, that was a cool game. And so what are we making this week, you guys? Do you know?
We are making Robo Pets.
We're making Micropets with the Microbit this time.
Well, they're more of gigantic. Mine is more of a gigantic pet.
Yeah. So what's yours like, Sage?
Mine is a tabby cat, but it doesn't really have that orange on its face.
Oh yeah? It doesn't have an orange on its face?
Yeah.
Mine is a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
In honor. And you know why we made these?
Yeah, so we came up with the Micropet theme because we have a very special event that happened in our family this week. Cyan, you want to tell everyone what the special event was?
All right, so my mom said I couldn't get a pet till I'm 10. And I turned 10, but then the corona hit, so we couldn't. But then mom found now that we're in stage 2, and mom found a pet store that was open. We went to a bunch of different pet stores trying to see, and we got 2 mice.
Ta-da! We have 2 new members of our family.
They're right here at the top.
They're at the very top of the cage. What are their names, Cyan?
All right, so one is kind of half gray, half white, has white underbelly, and then it also has like a lightning bolt coming up like that across its face. So I named her Bolt. They're
Okay.
both girls.
They're both girls. Okay.
The other one I named Tree because Tree loves to climb.
Mm-hmm.
Also, lightning beats Tree and Bolt usually takes over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're adorable. I think they're napping right now in the corner of the cage. So that's why we are on a pet themed project this week. Do you guys want to show off your Micropets and explain what they are?
Okay. Mine is a mouse. I mean a rat. You can see, and it has these giant ears.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're Dumbo rats. So you would think they're mice, but they're actually rats.
Oh, okay. And they've got really big ears like Dumbo.
Yep.
And you use the Microbit here on the rat's face, right?
For eyes.
For eyes, okay. I see. Oh, yeah, the 2 red eyes there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the Microbit only makes it so there's red.
Mm-hmm.
The Microbit only comes red. So.
Yeah. And Sage, you want to explain your project here?
So I decided to make a tabby cat.
Yeah.
Its face isn't really like a tabby cat.
Okay.
It's just So what we did to make the face?
Yeah, what did we do to make the face?
So we made aluminum foil. We crumbled it into a ball, and then we wrapped paper over it. Well, Mom wrapped paper over it, and then she
and then
like
what did you make the body out of?
The body is actually like a box.
Oh, okay. It's a box that you covered with paper.
Yeah, I cover well, Mom covered it with paper. She mostly did all the parts.
But you decorated it all, right?
Sounds about right.
Well, I did the stripes.
Mm-hmm. Because you wanted a tabby cat, right?
And then Mom finished coloring it.
Mm-hmm.
Coloring in it. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
That looks good. So this is our first project with the mic.
And,
sorry.
She put the pipe cleaner for a tail.
Yeah, so you guys, this is our first project with a microbit. So can we tell people what is a microbit?
A microbit is a mini computer, but it doesn't have all the rainbow lights like a circuit playground.
Mm-hmm. So that's a big difference, right? It just has red lights.
And it's a square instead of a rectangle.
It's a square instead of a circle. Yep. What else is different?
Double micro power.
What else is different between a microbit and a Circuit Playground Express?
There's more pins on the Circuit Playground Express.
Although, I will say that there is an edge connector at the bottom of the microbit here. So there's actually a lot more pins than you think there are. They're just very small. They don't have individual holes for each pin like the Circuit Playground does. So that's a good observation though, Cyan. But they both have 2 buttons, right, Sage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then what kind of sensors does the microbit have?
Shaker sensor.
It has a motion sensor, doesn't it?
Motion sensor.
Yeah. So it has a motion sensor so you can tell if it's being moved around, right?
This is like a bag.
And then it also has a light sensor so it can tell if it's dark or light around it.
Kind of like this guy.
Yep. Now, does this make sounds, Sage?
No.
No. That's a big difference. So,
because it doesn't have like a speaker.
Very good. That's right. It doesn't have a speaker or a microphone.
Because the only things like that pop out from it, like that are 3D, are the buttons A and B.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you can tell that this one evolved from the other one.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
That's true. So, but what does the microbit have on it that the Circuit Playground doesn't have?
A bunch of different pins.
That's true. It also has a radio. So it actually has a Bluetooth antenna. So you can send messages from one microbit to another.
But can't you do that with this one, just a different way?
Well, how do you do it with the Circuit Playground?
With infrared?
With infrared.
That's right. So the microbit doesn't have infrared, but it uses a Bluetooth antenna to communicate. So whereas the Circuit Playground, you have to have line of sight between 2 circuit playgrounds, right, to send the infrared signal. With this one, you don't have to face them together. They can talk to each other just over radio communications, which is pretty cool, right? Yeah. So
I have a question.
Yeah. Ask.
So does the TV have Bluetooth radio or infrared?
Sage, can you help Cyan answer this question? Do you know the TV remote control, what does it use? Does it use infrared or does it use a Bluetooth wireless communication?
I think we talked about this when we were with the microbit. I mean the Circuit Playground. I think it has infrared.
That's right. Yeah, so your TV remote control uses infrared to send messages between the remote and the TV. And that's why you have to have line of sight. You have to point your remote control at the TV,
Actually,
right?
I can have my remote. I can have that remote Roku remote control backwards, and it'll still.
Yeah. Can you give me an example of something that has Bluetooth connection?
Phones.
Very good. Yeah. So you can connect your phone with a computer via Bluetooth.
Dad used soundproof headphones that
Headphones?
that appear to be glued to his forehead.
Yeah, Dad's always wearing his headphones around the house these days, isn't he? Yeah. And those are Bluetooth connected. What else might be Bluetooth connected?
In fact, I think he sleepwalked
a mouse
to get his headphones last night.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, so some mice are Bluetooth mice, and that's how they connect to the computer. So lots of different Bluetooth applications and devices. And so this Microbit also uses Bluetooth. It uses Bluetooth low energy, so it's a little, yeah.
Are there other things that use infrared?
Yeah. Can you think of some other things that use infrared?
Our magic ones.
That's true. Yeah. So we went to Disneyland last year. Or no, Universal Studios.
Yeah.
And we went to the Harry Potter area because we're all big Harry Potter fans.
Whoop! Gryffindor.
And they had a really cool thing that you could do where you get a magic wand that has an infrared sensor at the very tip of it, right?
Yep.
And what did you do, Cyan?
We there were just these certain places where you could stand, and then the infrared sensor would basically like when you did a certain move, then I think the infrared would like send out
something would happen. Yeah, so
and
you
like,
had to move your wand in a certain pattern.
It was like this platform that showed you how you could like move your wand.
Yeah.
So like basically
we also got a map of the area.
Yeah.
Very important.
So you had to do it in a certain pattern. You had to move your wand in a certain pattern, and that would unlock something, right? Or it would make something move.
Yeah.
And you had to chant the spell just right. That was very important, right? Do you guys remember any of this Harry Potter spell?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa. What else?
There was this spell that made like this teapot pour tea.
Do you remember what it was? No? Okay. Well, sorry, we went off on a tangent, but the Microbit is a very fun device to make and code with. And so what we created for this week is these Micropets. So what are the materials that we need for this project? Can you guys tell me? Let me move this.
The Microbit.
Yes, you definitely do need a Microbit. So this is the Microbit Go Kit, which you can purchase online. It's about $18, but it comes with the Microbit, a USB cable, batteries, and a battery pack. So very similar to the Circuit Playground Express kit. So this is the Microbit kit, so you can get that online. And then
same way it's the same way you put batteries in the Circuit Playground.
Yeah, we'll go over
pack.
inserting the batteries.
Mommy,
I know you like to show that.
Mom, perfect fit.
Yeah, right over your face. So what other materials do you need, Cyan? You want to show some of these?
Pretty much anything you can get your hands on.
Okay, so what's this? We have some paper cups and some paper plates here. We have boxes, so you can use like old boxes for the body of your pet. You can use paper cups. So Sage used a box. Cyan, what did you use?
I just used I just cut out the bottom of these paper cups. Like just that.
Yep.
And paper and tape.
Yep. So just colored paper or construction paper, colored markers or paints. We have some colored markers here.
I attached the bottom of the
pipe cleaners are always very nice.
Do you want
googly eyes if you have googly eyes.
You want to show yours?
Yeah. Oh,
she
yeah.
made what she calls a caterpillar.
I think it's a caterpillar. The kids disagree with me.
I think it's a snake.
Okay. So it's I don't know if you
small,
can see. So it's got a face here.
It's got a very small face.
It's a very long caterpillar. It's got segments. You know that a caterpillar has segments. I used
a snake.
I used a brown paper bag that I just crushed up and like used some construction paper and some duct tape, colored duct tape, for the body. I think it's a caterpillar. I think it's a very hungry caterpillar, but
It's a snake.
Anyway.
Why would a caterpillar be bigger than a rat?
That's true. So is my snake going to eat your rat? Oh dear. Okay.
I think the tabby cat should do that.
Oh yeah, so we've got 2 predators for Cyan's mouse here, or Cyan's rat.
And they've got 1 predator.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this guy has a predator too.
Oh, who's my predator? The cat?
Mm-hmm.
So it depends. If this is a snake, then I don't know if cats eat snakes.
Cats eat reptiles.
Yeah. If it's a caterpillar, maybe. But anyway, so after you've assembled the body of your creature, whatever it may be, your pet,
Then you need to make the head.
Then you need to make sure as you're making the body of your micropet, think about where you're going to place the microbit. So you can see that we used ours as the face of our pets for the most part, but you can use it for whatever part of the body you want. And then, Sage, do you want to talk about the batteries? Because I know you want to show people what to do.
Yeah.
Like how to connect this. Okay.
So, how you put in the batteries?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me just.
You slide it up.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to show people?
Yeah.
So you take the battery pack, and actually the Microbit batteries come just with 2 AA batteries, but we're using one of the battery packs from the Circuit Playground Express kits because we like it. It has an on-off switch, which is nice. So, but the Circuit Playground Express kit takes 3 AAA batteries.
These batteries have a plus side.
Mm-hmm.
And a minus side.
Mm-hmm.
The plus side is the orange side, and the minus side is the blue side.
Mm-hmm.
You put the minus side on the springs? Yeah, you put the minus side on the springs.
Mm-hmm.
Negative side.
Mm-hmm. And you kind of alternate them, right? Back and forth. Yep.
So it should look like this.
Yep.
And then
slide the back.
What you do is just
other way.
Yep. You slide it in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then
how does the battery fit onto the Microbit? Do you want me to hold this up for you? So you'll notice that the Microbit has like a white battery port. Unlike the Circuit Playground Express, what color is the battery port on the Circuit Playground Express?
Black.
It's black, right? This one is white, so it's very easy to see. So you go ahead and put the cable.
Yeah, and it only works a specific way.
Yeah, it fits in one way, so you just have to be careful. There you go. So it fits right in the top there. And then you have your...
it fits in with a line.
Yeah.
So, this has a line on top of it. You just put that on the... on the top.
Yep. And then just stick it in like that. And then to attach your Microbit onto your Micropet, just take a piece of tape and loop it around so that it's a double-sided piece of tape. And you can just stick it on the back of your Microbit like this. And that way you can stick it anywhere on your pet that you would like. And then also tape on your battery pack. So you can see I've taped on my battery pack on the underside of my snake. And Sage has done it right below the face of his cat. So he just taped it on right here. All right. So once we're done making our Micropets and have attached our Microbits onto our Micropets, then what comes next, you guys?
Coding?
Coding. So, all right, who wants to code with me today? Come on, Sage, it'll be easy.
Yeah, let's do Sage this time.
Okay, so Randy has a good suggestion. Another way you can attach the battery pack to anything is by using actual double-sided tape instead of just looping it around. So good suggestion. All right, so let's get into coding. Okay. So before we get started on the coding part, I did want to call out a couple good resources that are available on the Microbit website. So this user guide, if you go to microbit.org and you go to their user guide section or the getting started user guide, you can see a list of all the different hardware features that are available on the Microbit. So all the things we talked about, like the buttons, the lights, all of that stuff, and there's a lot more. So if you go to features in depth, you can learn even more about all the different things on the Microbit. So that's a really good resource. And then again, if you want to purchase a Microbit, you can on their website, if you go to microbit.org/buy, you can select the country that you're in, and you can see a list of all the resellers that sell the Microbit online. Okay, and it's about $18 or so for a Go kit. All right, so the first thing we do, Sage, is go to MakeCode.com, right?
We go to Microbit this time.
And then we click on the Microbit, and then we're just going to create a new project for this. Okay, so let's create a new project. What do you want to name it?
Pets.
Pets. Okay. P-E-T-S. Okay. And then hit create. Okay. And then we get taken into the Microbit code editor. And now this looks very familiar, right? This looks very similar to our Circuit Playground one that we were coding with before. Right?
It's kind of this part of the side is white.
That's right.
I think on the Circuit Playground, this was black.
That's right. Yeah. So it was a darker theme for the Circuit Playground one. Yep. So, and you'll see we have two default blocks on our workspace here, an on-start block and a forever block. We don't really need to use these. Let's not use the forever one. So remember how you delete a block?
Well, you could, well, there's this thing that, people sometimes do. I think it's enter that deletes it.
Delete. The delete key on the keyboard. Yeah.
There's a delete key?
Right here. Yep.
Oh.
So you can either, you can select the block and press the delete key on the keyboard, or what else can you do?
You could drag it.
Just drag it over and drop it onto the toolbox.
But I think the delete is easier.
Oh, you think the delete is easier? Okay, that's good to know. All right, so the first thing we want to do is make a face for our pet, right? So if you click on the basic toolbox drawer, you'll see a bunch of the basic or more common blocks that we use in our programs. So we're going to use a show LED block. So do you see this big square one? Yeah.
Oh.
Drag that out and put it into the OnStart. Oops.
Oh, whoops.
You're already painting with it. All right. So now you can make a face for your pet or eyes, like Cyan just made some eyes for hers. What would you like to paint on there?
Can you do like different colors?
No, you can't.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember we talked about one of the big differences between the Microbit and the Circuit Playground Express is the Microbit only has one color lights. What color are they?
They are...
What color?
Oh, yeah, they're red.
Red. Yep, red lights. All right.
I'm still making the face.
Okay, I like it. I like your face.
gotta make the nose.
Nose, okay.
Uh,
And put that right in the middle there. That looks great. And notice in the simulator over here, as you're coding, you see what happens here, right? So that's kind of nice. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use the buttons. So do you remember where to find the on button press events?
no.
Try input.
Mom says input.
Yeah, so remember we talked about inputs and outputs a long time ago?
No.
No, we didn't. Okay, an input is how computers get information from the outside world, right? So an input could be a button, it could be touching the screen, it could be, you know, any way that computers get information from the outside world. An output, what do you think an output is?
I don't know.
Well, if an input is how computers get information,
An output is how computers take out information.
yeah, show information. Yeah. So on the microbits, if you think of a microbit as a mini computer, the inputs are the buttons, right? Because it's getting information from us. We're saying, hey, we're pressing buttons. And then the output is what?
When it shows information.
When it shows these lights, right? So the lights are a form of output. So yeah, so that's why the on button press blocks are in the input section in the microbit. So let's grab on button A and let's make another on button B. So to do that, right, we just select this drop down. And then do you want to show different faces in here, Sage? Yeah.
Different faces?
Well, we can do the show icon. This is kind of a shortcut for show LEDs because we have some pre-existing images in here. So yeah, so if you click on that, just click on it. Oops, you see a whole, let me move this over. You see a whole grid of stuff. Okay. Yeah.
So that's basically mine.
So that's
but
what we
without
did.
a nose.
Without the nose, yeah, that's happy. So you want to show something else?
Let's do.
So this one is, which one is that? Confused?
Actually,
angry.
can I do my own?
You want to do your own? Yeah, absolutely. Maybe let's move the show icon here, and then we can do another show LEDs here. How about that? You want to draw your own? What are you gonna make?
So,
So when button B gets pressed on your pet, what do you want?
Okay, so.
Okay, make a sad face. Okay. So now let's try this. So when we start, it's gonna be happy. When we press button B, oh, it's gonna be sad. When we press button A, it's gonna be a heart.
Wait.
You don't like the heart?
No.
Okay. What, do you wanna pick something else?
Yeah.
Do you wanna do like angry? Why, or no? This is confused.
Wait, can I do my own?
Yeah, asleep, surprised. You don't like any of these?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move this out. So notice that when it's moved outside,
it doesn't have its color anymore.
that's right. What does that mean?
That means that it can't really be used.
It's just disabled. It's fine to have it there. It's just not going to run, you know. So, oh, you want to delete it completely. Okay. All right. So you want to do another show LEDs?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's move these guys over here. And then you want to draw something else. Okay. What do you want to draw?
Well.
Those are the eyes. Oh. What's that?
Eyebrows.
Oh, eyebrows. I like it. And then, what kind of mouth are you going to do? You could do like an O mouth. You could do like a straight mouth.
I'm going to do...
This is, let me just say, this is the most critical part of a program. Right, Sage? Yes. So spend a lot of time here because this is very important. Okay. So we got the eyes, we got the nose. What kind of mouth do you want? We have smiley, we have sad. Why don't you do straight across?
Okay.
Yeah, straight across mouth.
Maybe that's a little bit too low.
No, I think it looks good.
I'm going to put it up here.
You're going to put it up one row? Okay. All
but
right.
then that looks too high.
No, it looks fine. You know, you can also keep the mouse down and then just draw. You can kind of paint across. You like to click on each one? Okay. There you go. All right. And then the last one, the last input, we're going to use the accelerometer. So do you remember this block from the Circuit Playground Express? We used the on-shake block on that one too.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
I'm going to...
Oh, we have to change this. Okay. There we go. Okay, nice. Do you want to see what it looks like in the simulator? So smiling. This is your, I don't know what that is. What is that expression? And then, oops.
Wait, what?
Okay, we accidentally pressed the music. Oh, this is good. Open mouth. Good. Yeah. So now it's smiling, it's big mouth, and then it's sad. Okay.
Doesn't really look big mouth.
Oh, it doesn't?
Oh, whoops. I'm just gonna put the eyes.
Put the eyes up more. Okay. Good. That looks great, Sage. Okay. That looks wonderful. Now you want to try it? Press button A.
Oh, whoops.
Oops. Nice. All right, so for our on shake, you want to show something else? You want to show us, you want to show a message? Do you want to show a number, or do you want to show an icon when you shake your pet?
What happens when I shake my pet?
So we had this an angry face when we shake it because our pets don't like it. So let's do angry face for this one. So now in our simulator, it starts off smiling, then we've got big mouth, then we've got sad face, and then when we shake it, and you can simulate a shake in your simulator by either moving your cursor back and forth over the board really quickly, or you can press this shake button here. So that's the angry face.
I don't really like the angry
You don't like it? Okay. Do you want to pick something else? What about the ghost? That's kind of cool.
Can I draw my own angry face?
Okay. We don't have time, Sage.
Aww.
Let's just pick one of these, okay?
No, thanks.
Okay. All right. So once you're done with your program, you want to plug your Microbit into the USB cable and plug it into your computer. The USB port on the Microbit is the silver port right at the very top, and you're just going to insert it into the micro USB cable. Unlike the Circuit Playground Express, this has a separate interface chip, so you don't actually need to press and release a reset button or anything on the Microbit. It just recognizes it automatically. All right.
Maybe not.
Are we done here?
No.
No. Okay. So once your Microbit is plugged in to your computer, it's going to show up automatically as a USB drive on your computer. When you're finished coding, and this may be a long process, so once you're done, can I just show them how to download while you're still coding? I think that looks great, Sage.
No.
Okay. I will show you Web USB, which is a great way to download onto your Microbit. Okay, we're done with our program. So once you're finished with your program and you're happy with it, and you plug in your Microbit into the USB cable and connect it to your computer.
Wait, can we just see it?
Okay, you want to see it in the simulator? Shake. Nice. Very cool. I will show you a trick. So you need to have the latest Microbit or the latest firmware downloaded on the Microbit, but then you'll notice on our download button we've got a little ... here. If I click that, I can choose to pair a device. And when I do that, I'll click on this paired device button, and it means my web browser is going to pair with my USB device. So here I've got this BBC Microbit that shows up. It says MakeCode.microbit.org wants to connect to this. And I say, yes, I want you to connect to my Microbit. So I'll click on the connect, and notice now this download button has like a little USB symbol on it. And that means my browser is paired. So now I can just click download, and it's automatically going to download to my Microbit. I don't need to like drag and drop files on, from my downloads folder onto the USB drive. So it happens automatically, which is really nice. So Sage, you want to demo your program on here? Okay, show people when you press A. Yep.
Is this?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Press A. Yeah. Press and release. Yeah.
There.
And then big mouth, and then B, which was a sad face, right? And then shake, which was your funny face. Good job.
Face.
Angry face. Good job, Sage. That looks great. All right, and that's it. It's a fairly simple program. And so when you're done with that, just download it onto your Microbit, and you'll have a wonderful Micropet. And that's it for this week. What are we going to do next week, you guys? Do you know?
No.
We don't know. I think we're going to continue.
We're going to continue with the Microbit, but I don't know what we're going to do on it.
Okay, yeah. And maybe your pets will be participating in our Microbit projects.
Maybe.
Can we show them one more time?
I think they're still asleep up at the top of the cage here.
Don't
So we're not going to wake them up. But you guys,
languages.
do you guys want to take your Microbits and say goodbye to everyone? Micropets? All right, well, thank you so much for watching this week's episode where we made Micropets with our Microbits.
It kind of looks more like a sea cucumber.
Oh, now it's a sea cucumber. A caterpillar, snake, and sea cucumber. Okay. Tune in next week when we'll be back with some more making and coding with the Microbit. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.